Thefixla. Come get your fix of the culture.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy TGJ Dot, aka Tommy Guns, aka J Dot. I'm alongside with Deja Vu,
Hey.
the lovely, and also my boy, my main man, Tony Jones. What's up, bro?
How's it going, man? How you doing?
I'm excited.
I'm excited too, man. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
We got a good show for y'all today. Make sure if you are on Instagram, shout out to all the Instagram viewers, listeners, the followers. If you're on YouTube, also like, subscribe, comment, IG. If you guys go ahead and chime in onto our topics today, we're gonna talk about the Tory album.
Tory Lanez.
We got some relationship stuff we need to talk about. And the sports, Lakers, Miami. It's looking like it's real right now.
Lakers
so
in 5.
I got the grade 8 on.
we gonna see about that because I got something to say about
We
that.
can talk about it.
So how you guys doing?
I'm
How
doing
have you
good.
been?
I'm doing good.
I'm good. It's been a down week. I've been having a lot of stuff going on lately, but I've been good though. I appreciate you guys. Though.
You have someone to talk to? You
talk
always
to us,
need
bro,
someone
for
to
sure.
talk
No, that is a good question because we do need,
Absolutely.
You always need somebody to talk to. You shouldn't keep stuff bottled in or feel like you're alone. You know, people get into a deep state of depression if they don't just talk to somebody.
That's true.
That's a big help.
I've
To
been
simply talk, whether the
Facts.
person have answers for you or
Just
not.
vent, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
that's
definitely
really
been there.
important.
I've definitely been there, and that's for everybody too. If you guys need to talk, it's a really rough time for all of us, especially people of color that's in the disenfranchised, the suppressed people.
The melanin in it.
Yeah, it's been really hard. So if you guys can find someone that you can talk to, someone you can that can reconcile with what you're going through, and yeah, go through that because I'm trying every day.
You're going to get through it, bro. Whatever you're going
Yeah.
through, you'll get through it.
It's
I
all
will.
temporary.
Thank you, appreciate you guys.
Music
For-
helps a lot.
Yeah.
Get lost. in
Speaking
it.
about music, I
I want to share some things I've been listening to. You know,
Go ahead, Tony.
we love music, you know what I'm saying?
Give it to
Do
us.
we?
Pause.
So I want to talk about, we won't talk about the details of the situation, but I will say that I listened to the Tory Lanez album and I loved it. Not saying I agree or disagree with what's going on or happened or what was said, but
Right.
the first track, Money Over Fallout's crazy, and then he, got a track where he talking about everyone kind of defending himself, so I thought it was well put together. I thought
Sounds juicy.
I thought it was smart. He took everything that was being said, put it into a record or album, and put it out. So it's really dope. I thought it was really dope.
I always been a excuse me. I always been a type. I never really been on the. I'm not a trendy type guy to just jump on the trend. I like for it to die down 2 weeks, and then try to get into it. But I'm gonna definitely get into it. I jumped on that Big Sean album right away
Great
just to
album.
see what it was
Yeah,
about.
I like Big Sean. I actually heard it. Tory Lanez, I haven't listened yet, so I
Yeah.
will, and I'll have my review next week. I've been on my R&B tip.
What you been listening to?
It's this new artist. I just I don't know if he's new or not. I just found out about him. His name is George Lovett.
I haven't heard of it.
Fucking awesome. I heard him on somebody else's Instagram.
Yeah.
Terrell, he has like this song association game where he brings artists on his show.
Yeah.
And
okay.
he's on YouTube. He brings artists on the show and he names us a word and you have to sing something
Oh,
with
dope.
that word or
Like
whatever.
a freestyle.
Yeah, but he's
Okay.
like at like 7 million, subscribers. Like he's popping. But there was this one particular artist I saw perform on there named George Lovett. He was awesome. Awesome. But
I'm gonna check it out.
I still been listening to Big Sean as we mentioned.
Yeah.
Mulatto.
Yeah.
Still beats. Send me beats.
Yeah.
Working on
Yeah.
my own music, so I'm listening to beats, covers, and shit. Yeah.
What you been on, Tommy?
Lately,
Lately.
still my boy Justin Sean August.
Yes.
That
Nice,
album,
nice.
Real Nigga Blues. It's an
R&B.
amazing album. I really love it, bro.
The title alone takes me.
Oh
Yeah.
man, when he hit me with the every time I want you back, you change my
'Cause he be on here
mind.
singing
Oh
and
my
rapping shit.
God, I was like, yo, if that ain't so powerful, every time I want you back, you change my mind.
Damn.
That's deep. That's deep.
That's some
Ooh,
real
that's-
nigga
that's
shit.
deep.
That
Yeah.
that's some real shit though.
That's deep.
It is deep. It hit me when he hit me with that. I just paused it. I said, "Ah, man, pause." That was tough though. That was tough.
There's another album, man, before we move on. So Jaden Smith has an album out.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you
you
was talking about that.
mentioned.
I seen a clip on my boy's Instagram, and it was real catchy, so I went to it. The song was called Cabin Fever. The project's called Cool Tape 3, I think. And, man,
I
really,
gotta check that
it's
out.
super dope. It's not rap. It's different, like doo-wop and pop and top 40, like real different. And I was listening to it on the way over here, and it's an amazing album.
I
man.
gotta give it. I gotta give it a shot. I love the Smiths, so anything they do.
Yeah, the Smith.
Is a win.
I thought he put out a single before, and I thought he was gassing on it at once. I'm not sure what it was. I think it was featuring his dad too. But
It was his song, and Will did a cover to it.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, but he gassed it though.
It was
Yeah.
like
liked it.
the Sire album.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
King.
It sure was.
I'm just a young King living. And
Yes,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Icon Living.
Icon.
Icon.
Living.
It was
Yeah.
called Icon, and Will did a cover on it. Like
Yeah.
redid the
he
video
killed
and
it.
everything.
Yeah.
He was being funny.
He did. Yeah.
What's anything like been standing out in LA to you guys lately? Anything like in particular that's been standing out? With me personally, it's been I've been seeing a lot of people get back on their workout regimen,
Right.
which is cool. I've been back on my workout regimen too.
I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, I'm cutting out the alcohol. I'm telling you now, Tito's vodka. I'm sorry,
Uh-oh.
we gotta break the-
Separate for a
Yeah,
little
we
bit,
do, man.
Yeah.
And shout out to you, Tony, because you came in with some encouragement
Thank you, bro.
for me to do that, man.
Good
And
for
I
you
appreciate
guys.
that, dude.
Appreciate
Cutting
it.
out the liquor. Good for you too.
Yeah, I didn't drink for the entire month. I did a 30-day fast. It's over
what's up.
October 4th.
Wait, that was a full month?
September 4th. Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
Really?
It's
Shout out to
next
the
week.
homie.
Yeah.
That's
Next
what's
week.
up.
So in other words, September 5th,
October.
October 5th,
Oc-
he will be
October
turning
4th.
up.
Nah.
October 4th.
The whole point of a fast is to not go back as hard as you were going before. you
Will
know,
not
so-
go hard, but
yeah.
you'll definitely indulge. Everything in moderation.
Right.
And
You
it-
know?
and if you do indulge, it's not. It's incrementally.
Right.
We're gonna have things to celebrate, so of course
sure,
we're gonna.
absolutely.
It's gonna be necessary because we're gonna have,
Yeah,
Things
because
to-
Christmas, Thanksgiving.
I just meant our
Halloween.
accomplishments. I just meant
Oh,
our
well, yeah,
accomplishments.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
mean
that's
nothing
true.
about
Oh, yeah,
no
okay.
holiday.
I respect that.
No man-made
Yeah, we
holiday.
just-
I just mean our accomplishments.
I
We got
respect
shit
that.
popping.
We
you know
just
what I mean?
came back from a celebration the other night, right?
Yeah, you know what?
Happy
And I
birthday
wanted,
to
and I
Starreon.
wanted to speak on that.
Happy birthday to Star,
Yes,
man. My
Star's
best friend.
birthday. The man behind the camera, the CEO.
Starreon Ruffin, matter of fact.
Yes. Shout out to Star. Happy birthday. We did celebrate his birthday.
Sorry I missed it, brother.
In a nice way. Woodland Hills.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a vibe. I'm just excited and honored to be able to spend another birthday with this guy.
Yeah,
It's
man.
been a long time.
Yeah,
Mm,
and it was a
man.
good vibe too.
It's a great
man.
vibe, great people, great energy, great atmosphere. We on our way up.
Yeah,
That's
we
all
are.
I'm saying.
Let me just say this because I don't drink dark, and I
Yeah.
drunk dark liquor that night.
I
Yeah.
did too,
And I'm telling you, man, I came out of that gathering with a totally different perspective. I'm done with drinking, man. I'm telling you.
I just have to. What I have to do is always keep a reserve bottle of wine when I go to events because everybody doesn't do wine.
Makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
So if I want to indulge and feel a little, I don't want to have to, do the liquor. So I should just
Right.
keep me a little,
Mm-hmm.
if I must, just have me a little bottle of wine, a little
Yeah.
flask. Well, no, a flask wouldn't even be enough for wine because wine, you can take in more wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy,
Yeah.
you missed a conversation. Deja Vu, you were here. I'm not going to say his name because the media will drag him. We had a conversation about legends that died too soon and the fact that their music is appreciated more only because they passed away.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah. I remember you did bring something.
Oh,
up like
man.
that. That's a good conversation we should have though.
I disagree with that because
Wait, you disagree with what exactly?
the fact that music is valued more, like for instance, Tupac and Aaliyah and Selena and all these legends that were gone too soon, Juice WRLD, stuff like that. The list goes on. Our friend, was saying that their music is more appreciated and celebrated, and they're the artists who they are eternally, immortal because they passed away, not because of their craft and their talent. And I just lost it and had a fit because
Right.
I love Aaliyah in particular, and that's one of the artists we were talking about. And he felt like her music, I can't even say it because I feel weird, but her music wasn't as good as we make it seem like it was.
What?
Was he?
Yes.
I don't know if he was so much saying her music or just the artistry.
No, he said it wasn't that great.
I know some. I mean, as far as the list goes, I don't. Some of them, I don't think people appreciate their music more after they're gone. I think some of them were as great, were that great. Tupac.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was one of the people he named.
a lot of people.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off. Did he say Tupac music didn't matter?
Not matter. He
No.
just said they
It
are
wasn't-
who they are because they passed away.
Mind you,
Yeah.
some people
That's
aren't.
interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it was only a West Coast. Not that he only has West Coast fans, but this particular person is not from here.
Right.
LA appreciates Tupac on a different level. But just off his message and what he was about and where he was going, I think he was as great as he was anyway.
Let me say this, because growing up as a little boy in Chicago, Tupac dying, before he died, his music was extremely impactful, especially during the summertime in Chicago, because we have a countdown in Chicago.
Yeah.
And it goes 97 days of summer because we don't get much summer. But Tupac, like in the summertime doing our block parties and going to back to school block parties, Tupac was in the mix.
And that's Chi-Town.
And that's Chicago, because
Yeah.
it was. I know with my mother, she played a lot of Tupac. My mom was she was in the streets all the time, not all the time, but she's a street woman. She changed her life, but yeah, man, I Tupac dying was just devastating to the entire black community. So I don't want to go too
Not
spend
even
too much
two.
time on.
I wouldn't even say just the black community. You have diehard Tupac fans of all, you know what I mean, backgrounds.
Yeah.
I think he was as great as he was and would have been appreciated the same if he was still here.
I gave him an example because for me it's not the case. If I go and check out your music and I haven't heard of you, for instance, like Pop Smoke, I didn't really listen or get to hear much. And then my friend was like, make sure you listen to the album. And the album was amazing. So it wouldn't have mattered, like, not saying it doesn't matter that he passed away, that sounds crazy, but that's not my, I'm not going to like it more because someone passed. If
Right,
it's good
of
music,
course,
it's good music.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you mentioned Pop Smoke. Some people hadn't heard of him until after he passed, but the wave he was on, he would have crossed your ear eventually.
would've
It
made
might
it
not
to
have
you.
happened as fast,
Right.
but he was already on his way. So what the buzz that he got now would have come anyway. I think
Yeah.
if the artist is that great, their music and talent is going to do that anyway. It just won't happen as fast, obviously, because they're not dead. So in that case, I feel, you know what I mean, they were going to get out that far anyway. Somebody mentioned Selena.
Yeah,
She was
Selena.
on her
That was
way.
nuts.
Shout out
You
to
know
one
what I'm saying?
of my best friends, Curly Shoe, Priscilla. How are you? Good to see you.
Yeah,
Love you.
she mentioned Selena. Selena was on her way.
Yeah.
So her passing, yes, it made her blow as, faster. But because she was already on her way, if she didn't die, she would have gotten it. She would have crossed over.
For sure. She did cross
Yeah,
over.
what's I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it would have, all those fans would have gotten it
Yeah.
anyway.
I had heard about Pop Smoke. I heard Dior and all that in the clubs and stuff like that. Some people say that the album wouldn't have been what it was because 50 got behind the album after he passed, but the album was amazing.
Let me say this about Pop, because
I want them to love me like they love
I listen to the Joe Budden podcast. I'm a big Joe Budden podcast supporter. I was introduced to Pop Smoke through the Joe Budden podcast, and let me tell you, he was the new sound and wave of New
For
York.
sure.
I don't care what nobody says.
I think for rap, bro.
Maybe for rap.
Yeah,
I think so. It could have been because, like you say, Dior was one of the. I like Christopher Walken too. If it's Walker or Walker, one of them. I don't know the title of it, but I know the song for sure. If it comes on, I'm rapping bar for bar. Let me just say that because it's
Who you talking about?
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke. Niggas say they outside. Send an addy, we gon' slide.
He had talent, man.
Somebody-
I was like, yo, this
Boy had
nigga
talent.
hard.
Somebody mentioned in the comments too, Tupac was impacting people outside of music. He did an interview. He dropped, you know what I'm saying? He's dropping gems in just an interview. So his message outside of music, he was doing hella movies. He was gonna, Tupac was appreciated and was gonna be appreciated anyway. If he was still here today, he would still be ruling this shit.
I think
You know
some
what I'm
people just
saying?
had to go, not had to go because we don't want to lose anybody, but like they were just at the peak in their prime. Selena and Nip and stuff like that.
Aaliyah,
Not saying they
yeah,
had to go, but I'm
Aaliyah.
just saying like they just live forever that way. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I feel they would have anyway.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we just speak, since we speaking on Tupac, we can look at Snoop.
Right.
Snoop is from that time. Snoop is
Uh-huh.
still here. Snoop is still moving.
Right.
Snoop is still relevant. You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah.
still respected. So that's what I'm saying. Even at his peak, like he's still here and he's still. I feel like Tupac was one of those that wasn't gonna be you remember what's he wasn't gonna be you remember what's the name. He was still gonna be talked about. He would have still been collabing. He would have been relevant as fuck. He would have been all of that today. Him and Nip, could you imagine together?
Right, yeah.
Like it would have done something that these young cats don't know nothing about. I just think the younger generation don't appreciate.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's not
Music
their
the same.
fault. It's not their fault that they don't either, because times, and the climate that we're living in today, time rapidly passes by, which we're given so much information. Your brain can only process so much at a time. It's like a computer. At some point, it's gonna shut down, and you have to reboot it. But while we talking about Snoop, I want to give him his flowers, because somehow, some way, we always give. I know Dre, because Dre's the $1 billion man, and just because of that alone, we praising Dre. But Snoop is one of those dudes that's always in the mix. He's always in the crowd. He's always giving himself to the people. He makes memes of himself, posted them.
He got the show with Martha. He got that commercial now that be acting. The Corona commercial where he being silly. Like, he's just the guy. He's well-rounded. He didn't just stay in that lane of gangster rap, and you know what I'm saying. He crossed over.
Snoop got hits too.
He adapted absolutely.
He got some hits too.
And he collaborated with the ones that came after him. Pharrell. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's very much still relevant.
And what I'm speaking on is besides like the hits that he has, because
my AirPod.
Man, it's fucking Snoop, man. He just we love you, Snoop.
Great.
We love you, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you for everything you did, man.
And still doing.
Shout out to Mish, man. Thanks for tapping in.
Hey. Songbird_Misha.
Amazing vocalist.
And shout out to my guy, David.
Quarantine.
I know David was in there. I don't know if you're still in there, bro, but shout out to David from the Ritz-Carlton. That is my guy right there. He's always hollering. We always talking about baseball and stuff like that, too. So shout out to him.
Shout out to Mike, the promoter. I see you.
You know what kicked off that conversation?
Karma. What conversation?
The legends
greats,
that passed
the
too early
legends.
stuff. I had an Aaliyah jacket on. I do custom clothing, by the way.
Yes. Go ahead, shout out. Go ahead.
Rare Loyalty Trust LA on Instagram. Custom clothing.
Go ahead and put that in.
Yeah. So I had an Aaliyah jacket on, and I went back through her catalog and
talk about it.
Oh,
come on. It's gospel, baby.
Oh man, she got some she got some everlasting hits that will never die. Hits that are just. Aaliyah had them joints, man.
She did.
She was so impactful, especially for little girls.
Yeah.
Little girls.
I can't with this accent.
Dude, every girl that was in my school wanted to be Aaliyah. Yeah. The dance moves, the beautiful skin tone, the hairstyles, the way she dressed. I'm sorry. I'm not homo, but she would wear some boy shit, and I'd be like, yo, like she still look good in those baggy ass jeans, yo.
Yeah.
No, was,
she made she did TLC. Like they made that not showing everything.
Yeah,
sexy.
it still made it sexy, man.
The most you got out of Aaliyah was her stomach. You know what I'm saying? Because she wore like the sports bras and stuff, but it wasn't like
stomach.
And her hairstyle and all that. That was back when natural beauty was it.
And I liked her a lot because she reminded me so much of Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was my childhood crush. I was just like,
really?
Man, her voice was just, I would melt just listening to Whitney Houston, man. She was beautiful.
Yeah, she was.
She was beautiful in her voice. Like, man, shit, dude.
I think we should jump into some relationship.
Yeah, let's get into it, man.
Deja vu, man.
I don't have the advice. I just have. Don't ask me. I'm just kidding.
So on this segment, we need all of you guys to actually chime in on this question today. And the question of today, deja vu.
Before we get into this, I have some news that I was just so excited to share with Tony.
And I was like, tell me.
I'm so excited. I wanted to share it.
I'm nervous.
Live.
I'm ready for this too.
I didn't even want to say it in our pregame. I wanted to say it now. So you know the network Fox Soul?
I don't.
You don't know the network? Tammy Mack, she has a show on there. It's
Tammy Mack, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Fox Soul. It's a network.
Okay.
Somebody is getting their own talk show.
Who?
And they'll be discussing black community issues, politics, social climate,
Jeezy.
Sports, and entertainment. Yes.
Hell no.
Your boy Jeezy is getting a show. It's called.
Hey, that's dope, man.
It's called Workday Conversation with Jeezy Jenkins.
Hey, look. So when you mentioned it earlier, I was like, it has to be something with Jeezy. Because look, I feel like we all should have confidence in ourselves, right? I feel like I'm a star and I'm gonna go. I know where I'm going in life and stuff like that, and to get out there. But Jeezy, shout out to Jeezy, my favorite rapper, is the only cat I'm like, no, Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? Like real fanboy, like you know what I'm saying.
Now you about to be tuned in.
I'm tuning into the show,
to
man.
his talk
Jeezy.
show. That's so dope because you know his girl Jenny Mae from.
Yep, has her show.
The Real.
Yeah.
She has her talk show, so you know that's kind of dope.
Jeezy, you better bring that heat, man.
I can't wait. Man.
You better bring that heat, man.
I'm tuning in. I'm excited.
I'm definitely tuning in.
Hey, Goons with Diamonds.
Shout
That's
out.
my stylist. She's
Where
in
Asia at,
here.
man?
She said, "What's up?"
Hey, Asia, what's
Okay.
up, man?
Okay, here's my question for the week.
Okay.
My relationship question.
What you got
Don't
for
really
us?
have much news, but I do have a question.
I want to hear what Asia got to say about it.
Right. Hey, Cam. Shout out to Brotherhood.
Cam, what's up?
Cam, what's up, Cam?
Okay, my question is, how do you guys feel about dating outside your race?
Ooh.
And this is for you guys too. So
I want to know what all y'all think about this. What do
dating
you-
outside the race.
So
Go ahead, Tony, because I'm interested in what you have to say, brother.
there's a thing that's said that a lot of people say, and I've dated all races, so I can I can speak from experience. Not all, but I mean like I've dated.
United Nations.
My fault. Not all. I've
They
dated
can't
outside
take
my race.
your whole card.
Yeah, that sounded crazy. I didn't mean it like
But
that.
a few.
Yeah, different races,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of people. It was going around, or it's said sometimes that, what do they say? The other race steals black men, or whatever.
However
what's
the saying is, but yeah.
And a lot of people feel like black men will date outside their race because they can't handle a black woman.
I've heard that.
There's a bunch of different
I've heard that
things.
too.
There's a bunch of different things that are said. I personally don't have a problem with it. Dating any race, whoever's for you is for you. Whoever you're attracted to, whoever that soulmate is for you, might not be within your same race. I will say this though, from my past experiences, you know, it's different cultures, it's different upbringings, it's different backgrounds.
That was part of my opinion too.
Two different things that stand out. For one, if Luther Vandross come on, you should know that. If Stevie Wonder come on, I would like for you to know that. If Al Green come on, I want this is stuff I
It's
grew up
certain
on.
feelings.
Yeah.
See, the cultural background, I feel like makes the difference. Not necessarily the race, maybe, because if you
Makes sense.
you get what I'm saying. If you just don't relate, then it's not gonna be anything. I don't know how to say it without using words that could be offensive or
Yeah.
not. But the cultural background makes a difference.
It's big. I'm gonna say it's a deal breaker. Like if you don't know the music I grew up on,
Not
it's not
just
like
music
I can't.
though. It doesn't even have to be just music. It could be the lingo. It could be your conversation. It could be what like the way you were raised or how you do
Right.
things in your household versus their culture may be different. I know a situation where a friend of mine, well, I'm gonna just say a friend, she was dating a different race. But not only was he a different race, but he was not even from here. He was from another country.
Yeah.
So, you know, it wasn't like, she was black, he was white. So it wasn't so much that he was white, it was just that he wasn't even from here.
Yeah.
So the deal breaker, one of the deal breakers in that situation was someone close to her passed away. And as you know, stuff that we do, we airbrush, you know, we wear them on our shirts.
Yeah.
We do that kind of stuff to, you know, pay our respects. And
Yeah.
he had a problem with it.
Oh man.
Where he's from, they don't do that.
Right.
So to him, it was like, why do you have your ex on your shirt?
Ooh.
Right.
Stuff like, you know what I mean? So
Wait, it was her ex?
it was an ex.
I think
They
that's a
share
little.
a child.
Oh well.
Okay, that's
yeah,
tricky.
It is
It
tricky.
is
tricky.
tricky. She wanted to get a picture, you know, of her
Yeah.
and the kids, her, him, and their daughter
That's
or
tricky
son.
though.
And you know what I mean? And
That's-
a picture blown up.
okay.
In honor of, you
Okay,
know, for
hold
her
on.
daughter
Time
to
out.
have that.
Hold on. Time out.
That's tricky.
And he
Dave.
had an
Hold on.
issue.
Time out. Time out. I absolutely have no problem with him having an issue with that.
I do have a problem.
I have no problem with
I
him
do have a
having an
problem.
issue with that.
I do have a
because-
problem. If these are our parents, I'm gonna just use me. If me and Tom have a kid together and I'm dating Harry and I'm with Harry and my daughter's Tom, you know, dad died and I wanted to get a shirt made or put a picture in her room or even in the living room of him, He's gone, and that is my child's
Okay, that's
dad.
different than you getting him and your daughter airbrushed on the shirt.
No, not on the shirt.
Okay, yeah, okay. I
No,
see.
she wore a shirt at like the repast. The family all wore a shirt with him on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
What is the problem?
But you said the whole family like.
In a picture, she wanted to get a picture blown up of them
With
for
the
her
whole
daughter
family?
to have. No, of them three. An old picture of the three of them for her
That's
daughter
the whole
to
family.
have.
That's the whole family.
Yes,
Yeah,
but there's
why-
nothing wrong with that because that's still that little girl's parent.
Okay,
so
that's
her and
different.
him
Okay.
is will be fine. Tommy, I know you got this. Do your thing, brother.
Go ahead.
No. I was just trying to get the understanding. That, okay, if it's that for the child, I have no problem with that. But as that man being from a different country, a different
They
culture,
don't do that stuff.
they don't do that. So
He was
yeah, as your
uncomfortable.
significant other, I would hope you would come to me about that. Let's discuss that because. Yeah, I don't do stuff like that from where I'm from and how I was brought up, especially if it's another man and I would understand. Hell, I can understand that now and I'm from America and I'm black. So I would be like, wait a minute. But if it's
But even
strictly for the
emotionally,
child, that's
emotionally being there for them emotionally while they're still mourning, he wasn't.
Yeah.
So it's like he didn't even know how.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
it just got too it got too heavy.
Yeah.
So in that case, it wasn't just race. It was actually not even being, like we said, cultural backgrounds make a hell of a difference.
Okay, but look, I want you to talk about what we was pre-gaming about before. I
What's
want
that?
you to speak because she spoke on from a woman perspective as far as dating outside
Okay, well,
the
this
race.
is what
Can you read?
okay, this is how I feel. Let
Before
me.
you do, I know yours gonna be deep.
I don't think it's
We're
deep.
gonna talk about yours.
Y'all think it's deep because a woman said it, and y'all think that's
No,
wow.
I thought that was important, but I need you to say it. Reiterate.
no
what
matter
you said.
what, no matter what, how much you want to empathize with the person. If you weren't black or raised black or man or woman, you could never feel and relate to me. You can empathize all
Say that
you
again.
want.
If you what?
If you didn't grow up, if you're not black or white. I mean, if you're not, I'm
Oh
sorry.
shit!
What's up, man?
Oh shit! I'm
Hold up,
sorry
hold
to
up,
cut you
hold up.
off.
So if you weren't black, if you're not black growing up, like if you're not a black man or a black woman, and you're dating someone outside your race, you can empathize all you want, but you could never ever relate and feel what we went through and what we go through in America or in this world, in this country, stuff like that. So for me, it's like you can empathize all you want, you can do as much as you want and can and support and all that, but you could never like really feel how I feel.
You can't really be there for me because you don't.
You don't know.
You're not being there for me from the inside. You're there for me just
Yeah.
Well, I can
it's not like-
I can definitely like understand where you're coming from, Tony, because he, as a black man being pulled over in a police car, and if I have a white girlfriend or an Asian wife, she would never understand that trauma that
Yeah.
I'll be going through.
How
as
scared
a
you
black,
are.
yeah,
Now,
a
do you
black
think-
woman would.
Do you think she would if she grew up exactly where you're from?
No.
No,
Because there's not that
absolutely
same
not.
danger on her
It's
life.
not.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Even in the household, what she's taught is
Yeah,
not the same.
it's not-
It's, the same precautions are not even.
Not saying you shouldn't date a other person outside of your race because of
just
that. I'm
your
just saying that's
personal-
one of the things. It's like you could never know how I feel.
Right.
Well, okay. Well, what I said, who said this? You should date within your race. Period. Okay. Someone
Wow.
feels under no circumstances or situations
Wow.
should you date outside your race. I hear that.
Shout out to GQ too, it's not to cut you off.
Okay. Well, the statement I made earlier,
Yeah, let's hear it.
if I must. What I've noticed. This is not facts. It's just what I've kind of noticed. It seems.
Well, it is kind of facts. Facts is just what your part of the truth.
Well, my
Let's hear it.
opinion. Well, I guess I don't know if it's in the fact or opinion to me, but what I've noticed.
Hold up, before you say that, there's the truth and opinion, and there's
It's
facts.
facts.
A fact is
Facts.
The facts.
This is just my
or
opinion.
fact
Okay, your
is
opinion.
something that you saw from you and
Well,
Tony
I've-
can see
I've
the
se-
same
I've
thing.
seen it.
Can see the same truth from two different sides, or making
Different-
two different facts.
Well,
Go ahead.
I've seen that when a black man dates outside of his race,
Mm-hmm.
and see, this is only me speaking from my culture.
Yeah.
When a black man dates outside his race, he gets dragged.
Okay.
He's a sellout, or he got on, and he couldn't get a sister. He yada
yeah.
yada yada yada.
Yeah,
Most
that's what I was
rich
saying
men.
earlier. Yeah.
When a black woman dates outside of her race, it will be praised, or like,
Wow.
damn, he must got money, or
Wow.
she'll get a pat on the back
Wow.
before quicker than she's dragged for it. From
That's
what
true.
I've seen,
Yeah.
it seems like it's like, okay, I see you, but if a man does it, it's like he had to get him a white girl. It's not approached the same way.
Mm.
It's
That's
hey,
interesting.
That is interesting for that to come from a black woman too.
It'll look like a come up if we do it, but when y'all do it, it's like,
Dang.
And the thing is the here's the thing, and I want to go scientifical on this,
Ooh.
right?
oh shit, he
Scientifical.
always think he can go deep.
Because I'm going to go deep. Let me just say this.
Okay.
Melanin in the skin is the most dominant substance in the universe. The blackness that's in your skin is the most dominant substance in this entire universe. Black man partners with a white woman, has a child. That child is black.
Yeah.
Black woman partners with a white man, have a child. That child is black. It doesn't really matter. I just want to say that because it doesn't matter if you can't say, because people say, well, whatever the dad is, that's what the kid. No, it's not. They've been saying that for years. It's absolutely false.
Well, I think if you have any type of black in you, like you're black.
Pause.
You're black.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom
I feel
line.
like a lot of people too, because of society and the social standard of what's attractive.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to mix for their kids to look, more mixed.
Right.
Yeah.
Because of social standards or what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know in some cases, that's why I try not to judge people's decisions and the way they move because it comes from something.
Mm-hmm.
In some cases where a male or female may have been treated a certain way based on how they look, they don't want their kids to come out like that. So I know in some cases just for example, a male that was, really dark skinned, how he may have been treated coming up. So when he gets on and he dates a white girl, he'll get dragged, but you don't even know black girls probably been dissing him since first grade.
Right.
So now that's not
has to
his
deal with
interest.
that,
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So before we judge, you have to think about maybe why. I know society makes it where everybody want this, and
Right,
she
right.
gotta have this,
Right.
but some of it stems from a deeper place. I see a comment. I think for black males, there are more options of types of women than black females looking for black males. A large percentage of black men are in a various situation that some women may not want to deal with.
We might have to save that for next show.
Yeah,
That's
it gets deep.
Yeah, that was deep.
part
That
I
was
agree.
deep. That was deep.
It
I ultimately think you should date who makes you happy, right?
Period.
You shouldn't be like, I can only date black or I have to date out. If whoever makes you happy, ultimately, and that's the person for you, if it's not your same race, so be
And
it.
then I do know certain situations where I know somebody who married outside their race, and culturally it's not.
Yeah.
They're not happy. I'm not gonna say who I know and who said they're not happy. But
Right, no, don't do that.
one is not happy because it is that cultural disconnect.
And
they're married, so it's like, how long is that
Yeah.
gonna last? Because you're not happy.
It's a
and-
How
boundary.
many married friends do you have? Because I feel like someone going to hit you later like, what you talking?
They won't know.
Okay.
They won't know.
What you doing on the
My
why you
lips
speaking
is
my
sealed.
business on your show and shit?
My lips
Just-
are
just
sealed.
find-
This is a heavy topic, though. I would like to get panel this because I would like to know what the majority feels.
Well, I don't have
Would you
a.
date outside your race? Would you not?
I would and I have.
Let me answer. I don't mind dating outside my race. I
Yeah.
prefer a woman of color, just because the connection.
What about your kids? How would you feel if your kids dated outside their race?
I would. That's a good question.
That's a great question.
That's a good question. We might have to come next week on that because
Yeah.
we can spend
Would you make
another
this a
30
part
minutes.
two?
Part two.
We might have to
Okay.
make this a part two because that's a very good question.
We're gonna
Because
part two this.
I'm a daddy's. I'm a
the
good
family
daddy.
from
I'm
different
a family
cultures be
man.
causing a lot of issues. That too, in school
Facts.
and how they're things that they're faced with. One, like you said, just say the mom is white. She may not know how to teach that boy,
Mm-hmm.
that black boy, what he's gonna,
And they might have been taught something that isn't even right? Racism and different things, and you just never
And
know.
some of it is a money plot. I've seen women push their daughters off on the black
Yeah.
athlete.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
seen it
man.
with my own eyes. You know what I mean?
We're gonna do a part two.
Hey, yeah,
for
because
sure.
just
gonna do a part two.
it's a huge dynamic to this, man. It's
It's a
wow.
lot.
It's so much. We ain't even that sports shit. The black athlete. Oh
Yeah,
my God. And let me just say this: a lot of those athletes are really traumatized. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I can only imagine when it comes to dating outside their race. That can be trauma for them.
It is.
I think. I'm assuming it can be trauma for them.
Well, because I came in my
Oh,
Laker
thank you. Yes.
attire, let's
all
get into
did.
sports. We got
Hold on.
Kiana Hustler just came in, and he is Laker down.
Look
to
here,
the
look here,
Reeboks,
Keon.
the jersey,
Those
the
guys,
shorts.
those guys over there in Miami.
They about to put you in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, they about to put you in the game. G.
He ready, okay?
Man.
So the Lakers have moved, advanced to the finals. We will be playing the Miami Heat,
Who just advanced yesterday?
who just advanced yesterday, beat the Celtics 4-2.
Champions.
I'm super excited. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm thinking Lakers in 5. Jimmy Butler and Harrow,
He said
by
it.
the way, is
Edit this clip starts him saying Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5.
Make sure
And
we
I
get
disagree with
there's
that.
Of course you will.
I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to let you find it. There's a deeper relationship thing going on with like a Heat player.
comparison.
No, a Heat player and a Lakers player, X kind of flip sides. But you can find that. I don't want to talk about that.
Whoa, what?
Yes, I'm not getting into that.
What,
That's
you
too much
got
gossip for
NBA
me.
players dating the same girl? Why am I not surprised? Why am I
But
not
anyway,
surprised?
Lakers in 5.
I'm going to find that for the relationship.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that's too much
TDE.
gossip for me. But Lakers in 5, I'm excited.
But what about the chicks that be courtside though? We need to get into that. The chicks that be
We're gonna talk about
they
that
get those
after-
courtside seats. Yo,
Um,
shout out to them though.
Doc,
They're trying to marry the bag, okay? Get it how you live.
Doc Rivers has been fired from the
Yes,
Los
he
Angeles
has.
Clippers. He is no
Clippers.
longer the head coach there.
Wah,
Some feel it was
wah,
warranted,
wah.
some don't. Anytime a black man loses his job, it's always tough. But I'm a Lakers. That was me from a neutral point. I'm a Lakers fan. I do think the Clippers underachieved this year, and everyone had them picked to
not
win the
just this
championship.
year. Not
Well,
just this year.
Yeah.
Let me speak on the Doc Rivers. Can I get a close up?
Oh,
Real
shit.
quick.
He always want his close-up.
Let me say something. Doc. It was time for Doc. Actually, they accomplished more last year without their superstars than they did this year with their superstars. Yeah, they took the Golden State Warriors to 6 games last year without a superstar,
Oh,
and they
wow.
won 48 games last year. This year they had Kawhi, they had Paul George. Let me just say this: twice under Doc Rivers' stewardship, that they had a 3-1 lead
3
and
times.
lost it twice.
3 times
Was it 3 times? Was it Houston, Golden State,
in Orlando.
Orlando?
Supposedly, which I didn't get. I didn't know he coached at Orlando, but I got to go look it up. But it was.
No, I'm
it's
talking about
the-
the Clippers. Not
Oh,
Orlando.
okay.
I'm talking about just the
Okay.
Clippers.
Yeah.
Well, he had Houston 3-1 and lost that one.
Yeah.
And then just recently they had Denver. Now Denver's a tough team.
Very tough.
Shout out to those guys too. I think they got a championship coming in really soon.
I believe that.
I think Michael Porter Jr. is ascending. And he's going to be something big. But yeah, Doc Rivers. It was about that time for Doc
Make
Rivers
sure
to
ready
go.
to roll.
He's a very good coach. Doc Rivers is he's a great leader. He's a great leader of men in a locker room.
Yes.
But it's just
Respect.
something about when the moment got big. He got lucky when he played the Lakers and won in Boston. I think the Lakers should have won, but they
Should have won
wound
that
up
one too.
winning.
That was when we had Carmelo and Gary Payton and stuff, right?
Oh no, that's when they had
I tripping?
Kobe and Powell. Kobe and Powell's first shot.
Oh, I'm tripping.
They wound up losing. But
I'm tripping.
yeah, man, I just want to say that I love you, Doc, but I think it was about time. Sometimes teams need a different voice, just like what happened in Golden State. Mark Jackson got him to a certain point.
Right.
Bringing Steve Kerr, different voice to get over the hump. They win 3 out of the 4 championships.
I don't think they're going to recover. I mean,
The
as
Clips?
the Lakers, yeah, I don't think they're going to recover from this year because the
Oh, no.
expectations were so high.
And-
I wouldn't be surprised if they move Paul George just because, like, it's so much tension there, you know.
Well, let me say this because I got an inside scoop. There was a
Oh.
lot of players that wasn't a superstar that was upset about the way that Paul George and Kawhi Leonard was being treated, especially with that load management thing.
yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna give out my source, but someone that's really
Don't do
close,
Don't
that's
reveal
really
it.
close to that team, and I'll tell these niggas to their face, man. If that's what it was, then that's what it was. If you guys didn't like it, y'all didn't like it. But I don't know, man. I'm like with you, man. They're not gonna be the same.
I
The
got
Clippers
another
won't be the
victory.
same.
What's that?
My Steelers are 3-0.
Oh, my
My
God.
Bears are 3-0.
Your Bears are 3-0?
3-0. What a comeback! Shout out to Nick Foles.
Okay, so my Cowboys lost, but I did win. I did win my pool where you pick the winners of each NFL game. I got first out of 23
Tony,
people, and that
We're
was
not about to do that. Tony, your Cowboys lost. We're not about to
lost.
talk
We
about
lost.
your personal gaining.
know,
All this.
man. I
The
know.
Cowboys lost, man.
Look, I'm 1-2 in my fantasy league, and I'm 1-2 with the Cowboys, so it's not a good start to the year.
Talking about fantasy messy, man.
We did good today.
My Steelers.
Take us home. I don't want to hear about the Steelers or no Bears. Take us home, Tommy. God damn it.
You done with your
That
Steelers?
purple and gold and that black and gold never
You done with your
fold.
Steelers?
We own.
Purple and gold, black and gold never fold. That made me sick to my
that
stomach.
Dallas
Can
Stars
we get out of here,
smart.
man?
Hey, yo, but that's
Take
the
us
show.
home.
That's the show. IG, appreciate you guys tuning
Yeah,
in with us. Was this
Priscilla.
our first time on IG?
Yeah, like
It
this.
Yes, with
Shout out.
LA Blue, thank you for staying this entire time. We appreciate
That's
you.
my boy David. David, shout out. Salute, bro. I'll probably see you tomorrow, man.
Hey, can you scroll up, Star? See who else? Priscilla, thank you so much for standing here. We appreciate you. Love you. See you soon. Who else we got started that was in here?
GQ had came through. Shout out to
GQ
GQ
love.
had
We
came
had
through.
goons with
Cam stopped
diamonds.
in. Asia stopped in.
Cam Brotherhood.
Yep, Cam, my G.
Keon the Hustler
hopped
came
in.
through.
Keon the Hustler.
Yep, Keon
Miss
the Hustler.
Sunny.
He hopped
Sonny
in
came
person
through.
and on the thing, but that's lit. Who else we got?
Everybody that came
Nine,
through.
Cream, everybody, man. Love, for real. We're going to get this thing
Nani.
going global and get this show out
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
will.
appreciate
Stay
it.
tuned.
Make sure y'all go
Major
to
networks
YouTube.
coming.
Make sure y'all go to YouTube, OhBoiTV, and like, subscribe, and comment. We appreciate
Please,
you guys'
please,
support. And we're going to go to the top, man.
Oh, he said my Rams got robbed. Yeah.
more. The Fix!
The Rams did not get robbed.
Yeah!
Get our picture before we
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, let's get the
That was fun.